This is a show for grown-ups.
And they say bad words.
And they say bad words.
Say final warning.
Final warning.
Hey, it's your host, Nate Magnuski. This is the exciting conclusion, part 2 even, of Panic in Provincetown, hosted by our lovely buddy, Eric Crumrine. Take it away, Eric.
Jody, what are you up to?
So I think at this point, I've completely zoned out and lost interest in the dead bodies and kind of wandered away. I think I noticed that Chet's bleeding, and I go over to him to see if I can help.
So you got Chet, Jackson, and Lester have now joined up with Jody. So look at me slowly bringing this group together. It's like I'm a DM running a game, trying to get people into a room.
It's almost like you know what you're doing.
So at that point, and really by that point, Bo and Batwing should be like descending upon town hall area as well. So Jody, you go over to Chet. What do you do? Like, talk us through. What are you doing? What are you up to?
I immediately slap a piece of quartz in their hand and start wrapping it up with this white bandage I happen to have on me. And I'm like, we need to get you back to my shop. I can make you a poultice that will heal this so fast. I can tell that your aura is flagging right now. It's all greens and yellows, and that's not a healthy color for you. We need to get you in right away. This cold is not good for you.
You just shoved a rock in my open hand wound.
Shh, save your energy for the healing powers of the crystals. Come home with me right now.
Nate, give me a spirit roll.
And I am using my convincing rhetoric.
Of course you are.
That's 2 6s again. I want to turn to Jackson and say, you look like an earth sign. You look very strong and secure. I need you to help me secure him and bring him with us. Come with me.
Yes. Anything to help.
I mean, I guess if you trust her.
You're a good man. You're an old soul, and I appreciate that. Thank you. Namaste.
And Corey, if you want to roll against it, you can. Or if you just want to go with it, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm just a coward at this point. I'm hurting, so I'm just going to go with it. I don't like pain. So, you know what? You mystic weirdos from the swamp or wherever you're from, like you probably know something about healing. So, all right, let's do it. Let's try. I'm just like squeezing really tight, hoping this rock somehow seals the hand wound.
We have some yarrow bark we can get you. We have some lavender to calm you. Just come with me, please. And we're all going to head back to the Quartz and Smudge, my shop.
And I've got my alcohol in case you need additional pain management.
Yeah, can I just take a swig of that, please?
Awesome. And Lester, are you going with all of them? Are you peeling off and doing something else?
I'm going to wander off on my own. I'm still looking for Beauregard.
Okay. So, and are you like, I'm assuming like you're still near like the town hall-ish area?
No, now I've looked in the town hall. So now I'm thinking he's probably drunk. He's probably passed out somewhere. So I'm going to search the back alleys calling out for my friend.
So Bo, give me a brains roll.
Great. So normal, so that is
Before D8s.
D8s. 2 7s.
So you like in the distance, you hear someone shouting, Bo, where the fuck are you? Bo!
My head just kind of shoots up, and I turn my head, and then I'm going to head towards whoever's calling my name.
Okay. Batwing, so you hear somebody calling Bo. Bo darts away. Are you following? Are you sticking with your awkward Twinkie nerd that you found?
Obviously, I'm abandoning the twink and going with Bo.
So the three of you meet up. You're somewhere down on Commercial Street. Yeah. What are y'all doing? You found each other.
Lester.
Oh, where were you? I had the hot tub. I had the jacuzzi already. I had 2 glasses of champagne, and you took off. There's a storm. There's murderers afoot. You know how terrified and scared I was? You were off at the bar, weren't you? I could smell booze on your breath.
Well, have you met my new friend, Batwing? Huge fan of our work. My classy boob window is still a little open. I kind of tick it down a few more notches, so maybe Lester can maybe not be as mad at me anymore.
I was terrified and I was mad, but now you've brought me a friend.
Were you gonna say friend? It sounds like you were gonna say a different. I heard the start of fuck buddy.
I was about to say the same thing. Like, ooh.
Listen, it's a big hot tub at the inn. Let's all go back and we'll discuss this.
Okay, I'm
Okay.
uncomfortable, but sure.
Come on, Batwing. You're hanging with the stars tonight.
The casting couch is real.
It really
They're
is.
gonna make you a star.
All right, so you all heading back to your inn.
Hopefully.
Yes.
So the folks that are going to Quartz and Smudge, what are you doing?
I'm just making tea. I'm in a flurry of gathering herbs, making tea, sitting everyone down, making sure they're comfortable. Just rambling on and on and on about what different healing energies I can bring, what different things will do what.
I'm walking around the shop just looking at all the trinkets, just kind of smelling things. You cast any curses on people? You seem like you do that.
This is why bad things happen to you, because you welcome all this negative energy into your life by watching such horrible things. Maybe you should just sit down and be quiet and calm for a while. I don't own a television because the electromagnet from the screen can really affect your reproductive cycle. So
I think this here, like, what kind of rock you say this was? Like some kind of emerald stone? Who's
that's
majig?
a rutilated quartz.
Yeah, that I'm feeling pretty good. Meanwhile, I have half the bottle gone that Jackson gave to me.
Yes.
We're good.
Chet, give me a brains roll as you're like thinking back to the person that attacked you.
How many you want? 4?
Yeah,
4,
just
5?
the 4.
Let's see. I got 2 5s.
You remember that they were very like wearing a very specific mask, and like you feel like you were like it's something that you should you should have recognized. You can't quite place it. It feels like just a little bit beyond movie knowledge. Like you're like it's not a movie thing. It's something else.
It's based on something, maybe like some kind of cult or religious thing. Like, do you guys know of any like weird groups around here? Maybe like they were wearing robes. The mask is from something. I've seen it somewhere.
Maybe you could draw it for us, or we could do a meditation to help you bring back those repressed memories.
It looked like a man's face with a long beard and some like kind of hair coming down with maybe like a little, you're not really sure if it was a crown or something around the top of his head. You got some like strong like mythology vibes from it.
Maybe we kill Santa. Maybe that's what we got to do. As I swig some more booze. Maybe they don't really believe me, but I think I'm striking on something here. But they just maybe write me off as drunk and injured.
But I think you've had enough. So let's just take this bottle and I'm gonna just tuck it away.
Cool. And we're going to pause the 3 of you for a second and we're going to pop back over. So Honey Dijon, you are woken up. You are being like kind of shaken awake. And as you kind of like vision kind of comes back, whatever, you are like on this, like you're not near the dock anymore. You're a little bit away from it, kind of near the street in like an alley side street. And Dixie Docks is like shaking you awake. And she's like, what are you doing? What are you doing here?
Well, obviously I'm very concerned because with everything going on, like, how does my hair look?
Oh, it looks rough. It looks real bad. Your like shake and go wig is not holding up.
Oh,
She's like, oh girl, I mean your hairline always looks rough, but like
I don't know. I was searching for just a hole down by the Dick Docks. So I figured if there was any evidence, it would be down by the Dick Docks. Did you see all the dead people? Oh, this has been a day. I need another drink.
she's like, you mean the 2 dead people in town hall? She's like,
Yes,
what?
honey.
She's like, yeah. She's like, so why are you running off by yourself, girl? That is stupid.
I've got to Nancy Drew this shit. See if I can find some clues.
She's like, girl, listen, I'm telling you for your own good. Listen to me. Listen. Go home. Lock the door. Tonight's not the night to be
Fire
out
up
by
the
yourself.
smoke machines.
No, go home. Go home, honey. She gets very serious. Like you've known her for a while. She's very like fun and flirty and whatnot. You've not seen her like this before.
Are you doing okay, girl?
I won't say this again to you. You need to go home. Tonight is not the night to be out by yourself in this town. Now go home. And she just gets up and she walks away from you.
Oh. another clarifying question. Am I still bleeding now that I've dealt with the two more important things? Third on my list. Am I still bleeding?
It's bleeding a bit. Like you probably need to like put a little pressure on it because, flesh wound.
Cool. I don't know. I don't have a first aid kit or anything at my house. I think I need to get medical attention. Do you know, I was just given my knowledge, I live here, I work here, whatever, where would I go for any kind of medical attention right now?
See Jody.
Go to the CVS.
Yeah, so your options would be, depending on your feelings about her, Jody is present. At this point, like town hall, the mayor and other folks are there. And like those are probably like in terms of like where people might be that would be able to help you, like those are probably your two locations. Because like the nearest hospital is a decent ways from where you are, and walking in your heels is probably not a good option. As it is starting to get like snow's coming down a bit more, it's starting to get icy.
Jody has given me creams that have worked wonders for my crow's feet. I'm sure she can fix this thing up. Yeah, I'm gonna go try and find Jody. She'll know what to do.
Perfect. I'm gonna go back to our potential awkward three-way that's brewing. So we'll say you all, you make it back. The inn that you're staying at is very close to everything. Most everything is close to everything in P-Town. So it's like a short little walk from where you were. What y'all up to?
Well,
what are you guys doing in town?
We're location scouting.
Oh.
Now, Eric, I have an ability here, and I don't want to play this game without playing it.
Yeah.
And since my knowledge of homosexual three-ways is not great, I'm going to use my stupid action. Twice per game, I will let the director control my character momentarily. However, this will end poorly, but I will gain 2 sorely needed genre points.
Perfect. So you feel it in your soul that what you need to do to successfully lock all this in is leave, get some additional booze. So you're going to be like, you two stay here. Let me run. We'll get some bubbly. It'll be nice. You know that you have some already, but you want to get like better bubbly.
And now I know that I have DVD cleaner in my bag.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So you leave and start walking by yourself down the street toward the liquor store, and you arrive only to realize that the liquor store is closed because there is a curfew and there is nobody around. So give me a nice little brains check if you wouldn't mind.
So I have good brains. So that's 6. A pair of 1s.
Oh yeah, so you're just living your life. You don't really notice anything. And then all of a sudden you hear kind of down this like side street, like, hey, what are you doing? What are you doing walking around by yourself? Shouldn't you?
Listen, I've got something very special for me waiting back at that hotel. And if I go back without this booze, I'll never forgive myself. Do you know where I can get alcohol in this area immediately?
I have some wine. Do you need some wine? If you come this way, I can give you some wine. I can show you where it is.
Absolutely. I follow implicitly.
Yeah, obviously. So go ahead and give me a finesse roll.
So I could add for fleeing, but I'm doing the opposite of that because I'm not very bright.
Correct. And this is not necessarily a normal skill check. This may or may not be an initiative roll.
Okay, pair of 2s.
Okay, so as you come walking down this side street, you notice a person in robes and a cloak and this weird looking mask, and they've got like a metal trash can lid and they're about to like smack you in the face with it.
Suppose I should flee.
Okay.
So
give me a flee roll.
All right, so that'd be 4d8 plus 1 for the fleeing, so 5d8.
Yeah. Yeah, and then you're also going to roll 1 less than that, so you'll roll 4.
Okay, so 4d8.
And just so folks know, like as I'm doing some of this, there are killers have attributes that may impact your ability to roll the number of dice that you think you should be able to roll, depending on things that you have done or based on their own persona and abilities. So that's why sometimes I'm saying like you rolling one less than you feel like you should.
I got a big fat 1.
Amazing. So you attempt to flee, but in like you like see everything happening. This trash can lid's coming at your face. You like stop, and then you start to like do like a full 180, but you don't actually like move back. You're just turning, so you get clocked in the head with a trash can, and you fall down because I said so. They take their boot, which is like a decent it's a boot with like a nice heel to it as well. Little pump action, if you would, and they like slam it down on your throat.
Well, I'm scrappy when I'm scared, so I'm going to roll 5d8s and try to fight back.
48s, but it was a good try for you. This is one of those things where you don't get to do the full thing.
No pairs, no ones, nothing.
Okay, so this thing is like literally crushing down on you. We'll say you're down to your 0 points. They're literally just like cutting off your, like you can feel your breath being cut off. Like it's something cracked.
In one last ditch effort, I'm going to pull out one of the DVDs from my coat and throw it at him like a ninja star.
Okay, we'll say that is a finesse. Are you trying to hit something specific, or are you just trying to like hit them with it hard?
I'm almost dead, so whatever I can hit to try to get out of this.
Okay, I'll give you that as a brawn. Scrappy when scared, so you can roll 4 d8s.
So it would be 5, but you know something I don't.
Correct.
I got a 1.
Lester Cummings, I'm really sorry. You are in the side street alleyway. This boot crushes down on your neck. You are gasping for air. The world is going dark around you. The last thing you hear from them is your sacrifice is worth it in the end. And then everything goes dark. And you, my sir, are the first victim of Slasher Flick.
No!
I'm never getting that DVD back.
Lester's taking a long time to get that champagne.
People gotta die.
It was tragic. He was gonna get his P-Town 3-way, and it just
the dream is crushed.
He's cleaning DVDs with the angels now.
Mm-hmm.
Wide-eyed angels.
I'm just really excited we got to take you on this journey tonight and teach you some things. I'm going to get Honey back in the spotlight. So you were headed to Jody's.
First of all, that is indeed where I belong. As I'm strutting down to Jody's, I just kind of swing the doors wide open. And I say, Jody, darling, I need your help.
I rush over, of course. I'm like, honey, what are you doing here? What's wrong?
My makeup is smudged and I have this puncture wound.
Well, I can help you with the wound, but you know I don't do with the makeup. You need to be more natural, honey. You're beautiful as it is.
Stop. Keep going.
So I sweep you over. I set you down. I get you tea.
On the side of him, I'm just like drunk. Just,
I want what she's having, I say. There was some action down at the Dick Docks. That's how it got penetrated.
I don't know how to handle that information, but I'm here. I'm a friendly and open ear if you need me.
I think it's still bleeding profusely.
Let me put a towel down before you sit down. Hold on.
All right, so you're like showing off your shoulder wounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're not talking about Honey's shoulder.
That makes a lot more sense. Thank you so much, Jackson. I'm glad you're here.
Yes, everyone can have genre point because everyone's been doing well.
So I rush into the cabinet. I get more herbs, more crystals of various sorts. I say, I think tonight's been such a weird energy night. I think we all need a hard reset. Does anyone want to do like a reading and see like what the spirit is saying about this so we can get a better handle on things?
That's a bad juju, dog. I'm out.
This is a safe place. There's nothing that can get through my wards. And I have a Ouija board built into the table where you're sitting right now. Just take the tablecloth off.
Was this here this whole time?
Yeah, and here's a planchette. And I pop out a planchette. Jackson, do you want to come hold hands and we'll get in the circle and we'll start seeing if we can reach the other side?
I just kind of look around like Larry David and Curb when he's just like confused. Just
Oh, Jody dear, can we contact Just a Hole?
What happened to Just? Oh, that was him.
Yeah, I tried hitting him up on Grindr, but my service is out. So if we can reach him through your Ouija board, that would be so much better.
I'm sorry for your loss. I know he wasn't just a hole to you.
I know. No, he was.
Oh.
Second question. Can you send pics with the Ouija board?
We can try. Maybe like
Okay.
some of that like text art where you just like make parentheses and underscore parenthesis equal signs D, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
All right.
Makes
So are
it
you
interesting.
doing a Ouija board?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I light some candles, you know. But against me, I got to smudge everything again.
I'm gonna pause you all. So like in the movie, it'll say like this is where like you're like we're gonna get the Ouija board out, and then it cuts over to Bo and Batwing who are let's say it's been a while, and Lester has not returned.
So do you think it was a good idea to go out in the storm when there's probably a murderer out?
He's fine. He's the director. He always knows what he's doing. Don't worry about Lester. He's got it under control.
It's been like a while.
He'll find his way back. It's good. It's good. So which one of my movies is your favorite?
It's on a mountain.
Oh, yeah, that one's pretty good. Good.
Yeah.
I had to wear a sock, only a sock, for the entirety of the filming. It was quite cold. Not quite as cold as it is now, but pretty cold.
But just as a note, you think maybe we should go check on him?
I mean, you're more than welcome to, but why would you want to? I mean, I'm here. We should probably stay here.
Okay. Well, he's your friend, so
Oh no, he's not my friend. He's the director.
So as you two are like chit chatting, you get a knock on the door.
Oh well, hey, could you go get that? It's probably just Lester.
it's your room, but sure, I'll open the door.
It's the owner of the inn, and he just kind of looks at everybody, looks at the two in your room, and says, "Just want you know, we've got a curfew going into effect, so we're going to be closing up the front door in about 10 minutes. If you're not in already, you don't get to come in after that, and you don't get to leave after I lock up the front door. It's kind of a stay indoors situation tonight. So is everyone here? So I rented the room to two of you, so it looks like there's two of you here. And then he just closes the door and walks on. You hear him knocking on the next door.
Well, it looks like Lester's out of luck.
What?
I mean, you heard her. There's a curfew, and he chose to leave. Like, I'm not going out there. Nope.
Oh, I'm gonna go back to my place.
Well, you're lost. I mean,
So Batwing, you're out. You're heading home.
I'm heading back to my place on Bradford.
Okay.
yeah, I'm gonna stay here where it's clearly safe. So,
Cool. This is good decisions all around. I love it. Splitting up, people not going anywhere. Cool. So we'll pause. So Batwing, you head out, you leave, and I'm gonna go back over to our Ouija board crew. So it comes, seat is back. We've got a whole Ouija board. I'm sure there's an array of candles everywhere. Somehow they've all like lit themselves pretty quickly in the room because it feels like they lit themselves. But Jody just has this like rhythm of like, I can do this in about 30 seconds for about 75 candles. Yeah, Chet, are you on the Ouija board, or are you just gonna watch from afar?
Chet reluctantly agrees to put one hand while clutching his quartz in the other. Kind of like, well, I guess his fist is on it in the other hand. And just kind of, I have a bad feeling about this one, guys. It's not going to go good.
Cool. Honey?
Oh, obviously I'm all into this.
I mean, obviously you're always all in.
Mm-hmm. Pulling outs for quitters.
It's good that there's three of us on here. 3 is a very sacred number.
What are you asking the spirits?
I need to see if Honey has anything special that just a whole hat like that would entice his spirit back to the world.
oh.
His favorite brand of poppers.
Perfect. Thank you. Open it up near the incense stick and it'll combine with the smoke and go up. Wow, that's really relaxing. Thank you. I feel a different kind of energy now.
Here, I'm gonna put it like right up to her nose. You just got one little in.
I was a little tense before, but now I feel fully ready and open. Thank you.
Opens your chakra right up.
My root chakra is just gaping. Thanks.
I'm signing off, didn't I? Oh my god.
Oh goodness. All right, Jody, what are you asking the spirits?
Just a hole. If you're out there, please come back to us. We have questions about your killer. Is the planchette
Okay.
moving now?
You feel like the Ouija board moves over to the question mark.
Do you know your killer? Do you recognize them?
It moves to no.
Yeah, I didn't recognize him either.
Is there anything you can tell us that will help keep us safe? And help keep Honey safe?
So as you're talking, like the candles start getting a little bit more fired up, like they're a little bit brighter. The Ouija board kind of gives a little bit of a shake, and you start moving. The Ouija board starts moving to certain letters. So it moves to S. It moves to A. It moves to C. It moves to R. I. F. I. C. E. And then it stops, and all the candles go out.
I think this
scream.
is French or something.
I think when the lights go out, I use my Scream Queen, and I just freak out.
Okay, that's
'Cause I want to use it
appropriate.
before I die.
So everybody else, we're gonna do our first freak out check. So everyone roll spirit, whatever your spirit is. Everyone that was in the dealing with the Ouija board.
I do have a match.
I had a match and a 1.
Chet, you got a match?
Nope, just the one.
Just the one. Okay. Jody, did you get a match?
I got no matches, but I'm going to spend 3 of my points to re-roll.
Okay, go for it.
That's way better. 2 1s.
R.I.P. Jody.
I'm freaking out, man.
Jody and Chet, you both fucking lose it. Like Jody, you've done Ouija board stuff. Like you've done you do readings, you do all this stuff. You've never seen this shit in your life. And you feel it in your the depths of your soul that whatever just happened was the evilest, nastiest thing that you ever encountered. And now you're worried that it is it is now a part of you.
The crystals, they do nothing. My dad was right.
And Chad, you're just you're fucking drunk, and a Ouija board just shook and all the candles went out. And so this is too much.
I told you this is bad juju, man. We shouldn't be messing with this devil shit.
I'm going to go back over to our 2 friends who are by themselves, Bo and Batwing. I'm going to just kind of 2 at once. We're going to try and get artsy with this. Batwing, you were walking down the street by yourself because everyone's inside now. It is getting snowy and gross, and everything is slippery, and the snow's really starting to pick up. Bo, you were chilling in your room by yourself, and you hear some light tapping at your window. You're on the 2nd floor, so that's a little concerning.
Nope. I'm gonna go right back to what I was doing. I'm kind of gonna brush it off for now. But oh, it must be just the wind on this for snow. No, we're not gonna deal with that right now.
Batwing, when you're walking down the street, what are you? Tell me, to what degree are you kind of doing things, or what are you doing as you're walking down the street by yourself?
I'm trying to hurry to my place because I'm freaked out because that guy disappeared and their friend didn't seem to care, and I kind of looked up to them and I'm crying because you know your heroes are never meet the mark, and I'm just I still don't have my glasses, so I can't really see all that well. Walking as quickly as I can without falling dodown.
Give me a brains roll, but -1 dice. Bo, for you, the tapping turns into what sounds almost like nails on glass, this kind of screech sound down the glass.
Okay, that was definitely not the wind now.
So what was your roll, Demetrius?
I got nothing. I got no 1s, no pairs.
Everything feels fine. Nothing seems problematic. Nothing seems bad. But what are you doing?
Okay, so I'm gonna get up from where I'm lounging, and I'm gonna very cautiously go towards the window. I'm assuming there's a curtain on it. I'm kind of gonna
we'll say it was curtain or covering of some sort.
Yeah, I'm gonna peek a little tiny bit, just an eye's worth.
Okay.
Just to kind of see what's going on.
So you go to open this up a little bit, and literally right in front of your face is this freaky looking mask of what looks like a bearded man with some curly hair and a crown thing on their head.
I would like to scream.
Okay, you give that a scream.
I would like
Go
to
ahead.
scream.
Go ahead and roll finesse for me.
Okay, so that's good. I do my own stunts. I don't know if that helps.
Well, this is your initiative roll.
Okay, so just 4d6s or
Yeah, whatever your finesse is.
so it's good. So 2 2s, a 5, and a 3.
So you get to go. So you get to act first. Batwing, give me as you're like running down the street, trying to go home, crying. You can't see very well. Give me a finesse roll because I want to see if you slip and fall because it's a horror movie and that's the thing.
I got a 1.
So you slip and fall. You smack your head on the ground, and you kind of hear off a little bit in the distance. You hear a voice go, "There's one. Get him." And then you can also give me a finesse roll while Bo tells me what they're doing.
I am going to like immediately like jump back and I'm gonna go to the door to my room. Like, I'm out. Peace. Deuces, I'm out.
So are you like you're opening the door?
Yeah, I'm opening the door to like the hallway and I'm like leaving. I'm out.
Amazing. You throw the door open and there is a cloaked person standing in front of you.
Oh.
Wearing a mask that is similar to the mask you saw in the window. Go ahead and give me, this is sufficient enough. Give me a freak out check, which is
What's
spirit. Demetrius, what did you have for your finesse roll?
I got a pair of 3s.
So you have the chance to act first in your combat. So you heard someone say, "There he is, get him."
I'm gonna try and regain my footing and run.
So my spirit, so it'd be 4, but like I'm a coward.
No, it's
It's just
for freak out check, I just stick with everyone gets the standard 4.
okay. 2 2s, a 4, and a 1.
So you're freaked out. There's someone at your door, there's someone at your window. I'm going to give you 1 second to pause and consider your action while I go back to Batwing. So give me your roll for running away.
Do I roll 4 or 5?
You can roll 5.
Then I got a pair of 7s.
So that puts you up 1 point for survival points.
So that
where you're at
7.
Yeah, so you're at 7 because you rolled very well. So you start running. Batwing literally our only hope. And you see 2 cloaked people coming up from behind you, and so they're moving much faster than you're running. So you know that they're going to catch up to you in a second.
Do I see anywhere I can hide?
Yeah, I mean you could it's P-Town. So like you're running. We'll say you're running down Commercial because that's probably where their inn would have been. So you got side streets everywhere. You've got there's bushes and whatnot. So you've got some potential for hiding.
Well, I know hiding is not a good idea, so I'm gonna run down an alleyway.
Okay, give me another finesse roll, and I'm gonna go over to Bo. Bo, you're freaked out. There's people at your window and your door. What are you doing?
Is there like a bathroom? Like I know most like hotel-y rooms, whatever. I don't know what this room looks like. Is the bathroom kind of like right to one of my like left or right? Like, can I like?
Yeah, we'll say it's on either side. You can.
Okay,
you can run the
I would like
bathroom.
to duck into the bathroom and like close the door and lock it, and just kind of like, like hide in the bathroom.
Okay, so you get in the bathroom. Give me a finesse. You're basically running away from somebody sitting at your door.
Yeah, do my stunts come into play or?
I will say yes, but you can only roll 4 dice.
Okay.
So it's a yes, but no.
2 4s.
So yeah, you're able to pop into the bathroom, close the door, lock it. Batwing, what'd you roll for your finesse?
I got nothing. No 1s, but nothing else.
So you lose a survival point, and you go to hide. You go to run down the alleyway, and you trip and fall. And so they are gaining. They kind of come up on you, and both try to grab your arms.
I will scream again.
Okay.
They're on my sides, or they're like in front of me trying to grab my arms because I fell down.
Yeah, we'll say like you fell kind of you tripped and fell forward, and so they're grabbing like arms and like they're on either side of you trying to grab your arms to take like almost like lift you full up.
Well, I saw a TikTok where a little girl said you should flail if you're captured. So I'm gonna flail and try and run away again.
Okay, are you trying to like fight against their strength? Or are you trying to?
I'm trying to escape.
Okay, I'll give you the finesse then.
I got a pair of 2s.
Okay, so you get a point. You kind of wiggle wildly, and they just kind of like lose their grip on you because you're just like so chaotically just like flailing your entire body around. One of them is in front of you and pulls back a fist to like right in your face.
In a moment of desperation, try and deflect his punch.
Okay, so you're gonna go strength for strength.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like the adrenaline's here, and I'm just living my best life, as short as it may be.
Give me brawn, but roll one less.
Cool. I just need to show you that I got a pair of 4s and a 5. So, what, motherfucker?
All right. What does that give you for survival points now? Where are you at? 7?
I have 7 currently before this roll.
Okay, so that puts you at 8. So you make the run for it, and you went punch for punch, and you kind of knocked them back, and like you knocked them back so much that like the other one seemed distracted for a second, and you just like haul ass and run. Cool. Bo, the door is being kicked in.
Oh God.
So you hear this like thud, and you see the door is like getting like, and it starts cracking. It's like full on like shining moment. Like it's
okay, but they're not in quite yet, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Well, there's not that you're aware of.
Is there like a window in this bathroom? I would like to go out the window, please.
Cool. So you're just gonna throw it open? You're just gonna like jump out, or what are you doing?
Yeah, so I'm gonna open it, and then I'm kind of gonna do like a cool action movie guy, like kind of like whoosh, and then like tuck and roll out.
Okay. Give me a finesse roll.
Okay. Can I add my stunts to it?
Yes.
So
yes.
5?
Yeah, you get 5 for this.
Okay, so D6s. Come on, something good, baby. 2 6s, but a 1.
Cool. So you fall and land on the ground, and something cracks, and now your body hurts.
But I'm out of the bathroom, right?
But you're out of the bathroom.
Okay. Cool.
But you forgot there was someone at your window.
Oh,
who's outside. So as you're like wind knocked out of you on the ground, this person comes up and just kicks you straight in the side.
Oh.
So what is your next move?
I would like to try maybe like roll over and like try and like kind of crawl away.
Okay.
I'm not sure what's cracked, but I'm gonna try.
Okay. So you're just gonna go for like full on like, we'll call that like a full on strength thing. Like you're just gonna try and like push through the pain and like crawl away.
To like get away. Like my ultimate goal is I am getting out of here. Like I'm not trying to like, I'm trying to flee. Like
give me brawn, and you can add your tone muscles. And actually for this one's roll, you only get 4.
Okay, so 4. Okay. 2 6s and a 1.
Amazing. So you like start to crawl away, but like you're literally just crawling, and the cloaked figure is like standing over you, takes a knife and just like plunges it down into I think probably your back because you're crawling. So it's like straight into the back of your neck.
Am I dead?
Bo Beecham is victim number 2.
Is no more. Hey, at least they didn't go for the face, so it's still beautiful.
You'll still look good for the funeral.
Yes. Now I'm God's gift to God.
In the big hot tub. In the big hot tub in heaven with Lester.
After these messages, we'll be right back.
Coming to the World Wide Web, it's the internet's premier podcast that gives you the 411 on the 1990s favorite television teens with Tood.
The Ninja Turtles?
As if...
The Power Rangers?
Talk to the hand!
My bad. You must mean the...
No duh, they're all that in a bag of chips.
That's PHAT fat. How do I scope that?
Just head on over to our Patreon, and starting at $1, you'll get 2 gnarly episodes of Jumping the Street Sharks a month, plus a bunch of other tubular shiznit.
Actually, that sounds lame. I think I'll keep my cheddar to myself. Not!
So if you want to support us, head to the Patreon link in the show notes. We appreciate you, and can't wait to share more jawsome content with you soon.
So Jody and crew, what are y'all up to? So 2 people just freaked out and ran out the building.
Like, calm down, folks. It's just dark. No killers around. You're just going a little nuts right now. It's all right.
Yeah, they don't listen. They don't care. They're full panic. Jody and Chet, what are you doing in your full panic mode?
I'm looking for a way out of here. I run towards the back because I feel like, the front towards the main street's probably going to be a bad area where people are going to be coming from. So I'm going to run out, try and find a way out the back door. Usually there's an alley entrance or something.
Yeah.
Just kind of scrambling through Jody's supplies, just throwing shit off the shelves, trying to get through it. Just making a big racket, seeing if there's anything I could protect myself with, but it's just a bunch of just sticks and old rocks. Unless I could find something maybe to defend myself with, but just kind of scrambling, trying to get to the back. A quick look, shuffle through things.
Yeah.
And then make my way towards the door. I'm getting the hell out of here. This, like I said, bad juju.
All right. And Jody, what are you doing?
It's time to bust out the big guns. I'm going for upstairs where I live above my shop. I have a wooden box in a closet. I open it up and I pull out my magic wand. I'm fully safe now. Yeah. It's got real unicorn hair in it, so I'm pretty good.
Honey Dijon, what are you doing in this? So everything's just chaotic, right? So candles going out, Ouija board, you're kind of fine, but everyone's running around like crazy people except for Jackson, who may or may not be drunk. You're not sure.
Just
My
vibing.
initial instinct is usually to trust Jody, but she is on a trip right now. I'm gonna go and sit next to Jackson and say, "You seem like a fun-loving guy, and you're keeping a cool head right now. How are we gonna get through this?"
I have no clue, but want a drink?
Amen. Now you're singing my song.
So Chet, you find your way out the back of the room, out of the back, and you're in a back alley, side street-ish area. Where are you headed?
I'm going to try and run towards the town line and just get the hell out of here. So I'm going to back my way back to Commercial Street and just kind of just haul ass. The hotels doesn't feel safe. Nowhere feels safe. I got attacked outside the hotel earlier. So I'm not just going to stay indoors. I'm just going to trudge through the snow, get the hell out of here. I've seen plenty of movies where you try and hold up in one spot, they get you. But if you can try and sneaky snake your way out of this, we might be okay.
So as you're running in one direction, you see little Batwing running towards you.
Oh, it's another person. I'm going the other way. I'm turning around and swinging back. I see someone running towards me for help. I'm like, nah, I've seen this before. He's running from something. So see you later. And then I'm not going to go off for help because I'm a huge coward. I'm going to just be in it for myself. I'm just going to turn tail and go the other direction, even if it's opposite of where I wanted to go.
Okay.
I'm just going to run away from the danger.
Genre point for you, Batwing. You see someone running towards you for a minute, and then they turn around and run away.
I am going to follow them.
Both of you give me a finesse roll. And Corey, you get an extra one because you're fleeing.
I got a pair of 3s and a 1.
Okay.
I have 2 5s and 2 7s.
Yeah, so Batwing, you're trying to catch up to this person, and they are just hauling it. And they're definitely pulling away faster than you. You see the distance growing as you're trying to catch up to them.
I just need to outrun you, buddy. I'm sorry.
Okay, well, I'm going to stop running and try and get my bearings and try and figure out where my Airbnb is from where I am. I feel like I'm really horrified right now, and I respond well to horror.
You do.
So,
give me your brains roll, and you can add the extra dice.
well, I got a pair of 1s, so
I think of it you're aware enough of this. It's not a big area, so you go it takes you a minute to kind of orient yourself. You kind of figure all right, I'm on. You probably be on Bradford actually. As I'm going through P-Town geography in my head. If Corey came out, or if Chet came out of a back entrance off of Commercial Street, you'd be somewhere near Bradford. So you kind of stop and realize oh, my Airbnb is a couple blocks in this other direction. It's in the direction you were just running from.
well, I don't have anywhere else to go, and I can't stay out in the storm.
I don't know if your character remember this, but Town Hall is always an option as well, which we could say for fun story purposes is in the direction away from your Airbnb.
No, I'm going to go back to my Airbnb.
Awesome. I'm going to go over to Chet, who is running off by himself. Chet, just give me a brains roll, but rolling one less.
All right, so I'm going to roll 3. Nothing. No
Cool.
pairs, no ones, nothing.
Amazing. So you're just running. You're like, this is
I'm
great.
just Terminator. I'm like the T-1000 sprinting down the street right now.
And then give me a finesse roll.
Normal 4.
Yeah. Because it's more about like everything's slippery.
2 7s.
Okay.
So if I'm running away from Batwing, am I heading towards the town hall?
Yeah. So you'd actually you headed straight towards town hall.
Okay. Because I'm a couch potato and like very out of shape, I'm like, I need to stop somewhere. The town hall is where people were rallying. I'm gonna go to, like into there. I'm gonna go check that out.
You get back to the town hall. It's died down a little bit, but like as you get up to the steps, like there's still people inside. So you see one of the drag queens. You see the woman who was the mayor that you met before, and just like a handful of other, again, like the rent-a-cops who were kind of milling about, and people are just kind of like chilling and settle. It looks like they're almost settling in. Like it looks like people aren't leaving. Like you see someone like sleeping on some chairs off on the side.
First thing I do is I ask if anyone has a signed copy of a DVD from Lester Cummings because mine's snapped in half.
Everyone kind of looks over at you and is just like, no.
All right, well, there's a bunch of dudes outside chasing people. I don't know. I saw some people running. I had one guy kick me before. Wine bottle to the face. Anyone know what's happening?
So the mayor kind of runs over to you and she's like, oh, let me come with me. I'm gonna take you off to my office. We can talk more privately over there.
I don't know if I trust you. I've seen a lot of movies where there's one person in particular that's really sketchy.
Yeah. I would say you can do a brains roll and you can use movie logic.
All right, so +1?
Yep.
3 3s. So I have a pair of 3s.
A pair of 3s. There's something feels off.
I'd rather we talk here, like in front of people, but we could go to the corner instead of your office. Like it's just like away from the group. I don't want to go in a room alone with someone right now.
I'm the mayor of this town. If there's anyone you'd be safe with, it would be me. But if you wanna chill in a corner and talk for a second, fine. That's fine. We can do that.
Yeah, let's do that. We'll go talk in a corner. That's cool.
So she kind of pulls you over and she's like, so what exactly did you see? Did you think you saw?
It was some guy in a robe with a mask and a beard. I swear I've seen this before. It's some kind of book or movie. Like I'm like a half bottle whiskey deep right now, dog. So
that doesn't sound like something that would happen in our town. I don't think you saw anything.
How do you explain like this wound?
She goes, that looks like you need to be treated. Like you're holding a crystal on it.
I thought
you're bleeding.
Your magic healer lady down the street. She took me in. She blessed me with her rocks of magic.
Did you really think a crystal was gonna solve a flesh wound? She's like, why don't you come with me? We've got first aid. We can patch you up.
Yeah, I'm kind of hurting right now. I could really use like at least something. Some kind of bandage, please.
Calls over to the drag queen. She's like, we'll take you back. We'll get you patched up. The bathroom's over here. We can like wash out the wound and do all these things. And so the drag queen, you've kind of heard people referenced a couple times of Dixie Docks, comes walking over and is like, she's like, it's been a long night. So busy. We'll pause that for a second. Jody, Honey, Jackson, what are you all up to?
Well, Jackson was just treating me to a nice drink.
You know, I'm just kind of trying to figure out, like, if me and Honey can, like, go off somewhere.
We could go get our own kind of wild somewhere, big boy.
I'm down.
Genre point. Genre point.
Yes, you can have a genre point.
Yes.
Okay, so where are you taking Jackson?
TikTok?
You're like, that's the only place I know to go at this point. Okay, so you two are just walking outside. So you open the front door to the shop, and you are greeted by a person in a cloak with a scary mask, and they see both of you, and they say, "We demand the sacrifice. It is taking too long."
I'm about to be cock blocked by some poser in a cloak. I take off my very fancy, uncomfortable shoe, and I go to battle.
Okay, give me a finesse roll first, and Jackson also give me a finesse roll.
Yes.
Okay. No matches.
Same. No matches.
You, like, as you're going to get your shoe off, the person in the cloak just straight up tackles you. Like, jumps, like, rushes in, arms around your waist, just full smacking you to the ground. I guess, what are you doing to prevent that?
Using my very strong legs, of course.
Okay.
If he's going to tackle me, I think I'm just going to go up and try and kick again. It didn't work the last time.
Jackson, give me a roll of brawn and tell me if you get matches. And if you do, that will count towards Honey. Honey, you can roll 4 dice. Because, yes, strong legs, but I said so.
I get matches. Got 2 5s.
Okay.
Nothing.
You went to kick, but because you're, like, trying to take your shoes off, like, you didn't get your leg up quite in time. But, like, as they're, like, going to tackle, like, Jackson's arm just goes, like, straight out and, like, knocks them off balance a little bit, and they miss you. Jody, you hear commotion downstairs. You're calmed down now. You feel better now that you've got your wand. You feel good.
On my wand, I'm gonna go see what the commotion is. See if I can zap some evil spirits.
So you come down. I'm assuming at the stairs inside. Like, do you have to go out? Okay.
Yep.
So you come down the stairs, and as you do, through the back door, you see a hooded, cloaked, mask-wearing individual who sees you, and give me a finesse roll.
I'm lackadaisical, so I'm guessing that counts against me.
For like the initiative rolls, I don't usually add or subtract skills from folks because.
Cool. No matches and 1-1.
One of your, like, substantially large rocks comes flying at your head. How do you respond?
Obviously, I parry it with my wand.
Obviously. And it'd probably be finesse.
Yeah, probably.
So just give me your 4d8s.
Ooh, nothing. No matches, no ones.
Cool. So it smacks you in the face.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So you're down to 0 points. So.
Yep. Ow, my blood.
This is the slaughter part of the game. Awesome. I'm trying to, like, bounce around, make sure I'm hitting people. Batwing, where'd you run off? You were ready to head back to your Airbnb, right? Okay. I think at this point we'll say you like make it back to your Airbnb, but the door is locked.
Okay. At this point, I guess I'll go back to town hall.
Well, so you get back over to town hall, and you kind of see the array of people. You see, like, the rent-a-cops. You see a couple other drag queens that are wandering around. You see, like, people just chilling. Same thing that Chet saw when he walked in, except you don't see the 2 people that are with Chet at the moment.
I'm gonna walk over to the cops and tell them about the 2 people that just tried to, like, assault me in an alleyway.
Okay. And they look at you and they're like, yes, that's why we have the curfew, because there is a killer on the loose. What were you doing out and about? We're on lockdown, so that way you can be safe.
I was headed back to my Airbnb because there's a curfew, so we can all be safe.
Like, all right, well, we already had one guy come in who's bleeding all over the place. He's getting patched up somewhere. Just hang out, take a seat somewhere. Just hunker in for the night. It's gonna be a long night.
Cool. Is there more wine?
Do we look like bartenders? Honey, you almost got tackled. Jackson, you prevented it. And now the person has kind of pulled out looks like a decent sized club. They had it, like, tucked over. They pulled it out. It's like a foot or so, 1.5 feet long. They take a swing at Jackson. So how are you responding?
I think what I'm going to do is try to block the club from hitting either both myself and Honey, in hopes that I can try to, like, A, protect Honey, and then B, also, like, go on the defensive.
Okay, so you're just trying to like full on like take the hit. Okay, cool. So give me the finesse, and you can add your good in a fight.
Sweet. I've got a match, 2 2s.
Cool. So you get a survival point, and you manage to like block, and they do not hit you. Honey, what are you doing as Jackson is being like smacked with a bat or smacked with like a club?
I'm still trying to fight this guy with my shoe, the best weapon I got.
Okay.
So I'm going to, yeah, fuck it. I'm going to just use my brawn and attack, and I'm going to yell, "Not today, Satan," while I go in with the heel of my shoe.
Yeah, you have a genre point, and you're going to roll 3 instead of 4 dice.
I got a 1, 2, 3. I'm going to use, I have a lot of genre points. Can I use, I use 3 of them to re-roll?
Yes. You can try again. And whatever you get is whatever you get.
I said not today, Satan. No dice. No ones, but no matches.
So you try, but like you hit like it's one of those things like you're wailing on the person with the shoe, and they're not even bothered. Chet, you're being ushered off into the bathroom to have your wound cleaned and receive some first aid.
Hopefully.
So give me a brains roll.
Anything special about it?
Nope. Just 4 dice.
I got a pair of 4s and a 1.
So you go into the bath, like they take you in, and it's the women's restroom, and it's a bigger space, and you notice that they lock the door when you walk in.
First thing I say is, "You guys got couches in here? This is nice." But why'd you lock the door?
And like, well, I mean, we're just making sure that like people don't come bursting in. Like you're covered in blood. It's a little unsettling, and we just don't want the scene.
But I can't burst out if some dude's in here gonna get ready to kill us.
They're like, it's empty. All of the stalls are open. Do you like want to walk up and down and double check?
I'm not gonna turn my back towards you guys.
Okay. They're kind of like, whatever. Like do you want to use the sink to rinse your hand off?
I go and just kind of like wash my hands and just stare at them the whole time. Was just like not trusting them at all. Just kind of like eye contact, awkward eye contact, of course, the whole time as I wash my hands. Right.
Obviously, the drag queen like walks towards you and like has some like gauze and is like, "All right, do you like I can wrap your hand up?"
Yeah. That'd be great. It'd be better than this crystal.
She's like, cool. So she kind of gets up towards you, and she like starts to reach towards your hand, and then in a split second she kind of shifts and her hand goes up towards your head, and she goes to smash your head against the mirror.
Okay, I try to duck and just kind of like just drop below the hand because again I am a tiny guy.
Okay, give me a finesse.
Finesse. Do you want just the regular 4?
Yeah, this isn't really fleeing.
2 7s, 2 8s.
All right.
Finesse the shit out of that girl.
You sure did. Look at you go. Cool. So you get 2 survival points for that because 2 matches.
All right, so I'm up to 2.
And actually, were those D8s you rolled, right?
Yeah.
Give me a D6 roll as well.
That's a 1.
That's fine. So you get a total of 3 survival points.
6. So I'm at 3.
That takes you up to. It should take you up to 4.
Oh, I'm at 4.
Because you started at 1, so you're up to 4.
Is there a window in this bathroom?
Yeah, sure. There's a window.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and get the hell out of here because the door's locked. So I'm just gonna do like a run, and then I'm gonna try and like I played a lot of Resident Evil 4, and Leon Kennedy in that game just dives through windows in a sick badass move.
Just like Bo Beecham.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try and be like my heroes, Leon Kennedy and Bo Beecham.
Okay, the closed window.
Yeah, I'm not smart.
Okay.
I've seen them dive through glass windows before in movies, so it can't be that hard.
Give me brawn and -1 because you're a couch potato. You don't actually have the strength to like.
All right, so I'll roll a 3 10s, right? 3 D10s.
3 D8s because your brawn is normal.
I got a 1, 7, 4, and 1.
We'll see you lose 2 survival points on that.
So
you like go running and you like go to like dive at the window, but like you just knock your head against
just
it.
Bounce off of it. Oh, that looks way cooler in the movies.
And the next thing you know, the mayor is like standing over top of you. She has a knife in her hand. We have to do it. You have to be sacrificed. As she like goes to like comes down to like stab you.
She's standing over me.
Mm-hmm.
Gonna kick her right in the clam. Just going for it.
Give me brawn, but -1.
Okay. Nothing. No pairs.
So you lose a point. You kick her, and she just like
nothing there, honey.
She's like,
I don't have strong legs.
She stabs you in the other shoulder.
Oh, so I'm just like pierced in both arms.
Yeah, you're just bleeding out everywhere. Cool. We'll pop back to you in a second. Let's go back down to Honey and Jackson. So you wailing on somebody with a shoe, it's not doing you any good. Jackson, you're trying to deflect hits, and the person, as Honey's wailing on them, they grab their club and like try to basically backhand you with it across the face. The moneymaker. They're going straight for the moneymaker.
Can I be nimble and dodge it?
Yeah, you can be nimble.
So I get what, like 4d6?
It would be 5, but you get 4. Okay, not d6s. Those would be d10s.
Oh, good, because that roll is garbage. No match.
So now you're at 0 again because he hit you in the face with a club.
Okay.
Because the other one you didn't really you didn't survive it, so technically you just start back at 1.
So,
Jackson, what are you doing? So your drag queen friend you made, just got hit in the face with a stick.
And then I say, it's time to die, you bearded freak. And I charge at him.
Give me a brawn, and you get 3.
Okay, I'm excited. No matches.
And it's almost like you hit a brick wall. And then they turn and whack you across, like they go to whack you across the face. Jody, you just got a rock to the face.
Yeah. Did not have the healing energy I expected.
And now they are charging at you, brandishing a knife.
I take off my Ankh necklace. I held it out in front of me, and I say, "Get back! You cannot cross this space. This is a holy place."
Sure. Give me a spirit roll.
Any negatives to that? Positives?
Yeah, add your convincing rhetoric, so you get 5.
2 6s, 3 2 and a 4. So toppers.
When you start claiming like the holiness of the space and some of that, like the person kind of stops and backs up for a second. Roll a d6 and give yourself 1 plus whatever d6 you got.
5.
So give yourself 6 to 7 survival points.
Fuck yeah. Woo.
What are you up to as you're chilling in the town hall?
I'm looking for like a place to like, I guess, hunker down for the night since the mall cops told me that we're gonna be here for a while.
As you're sitting there, you hear a couple people talking about, do you think that we'll be able to make it through the night? Do you think that they'll need more? No, it'll be okay. No, we're good. No, but okay. No, you saw them. They took the guy. They took the guy back in the back. It's fine. They only need so many. They shouldn't need us as well.
I would go try and ask them, but I'm not adept at social things.
And you can ask them. You'll just roll at a disadvantage.
Yeah, I'll say, hey, what do you mean they have enough? Enough what?
This was a private conversation. I'm so sorry. You why were you eavesdropping?
Because we're stuck in the town hall together. I overheard you. I just want to make sure we're all good to go and they won't need us.
And they kind of stare at you for a second. Give me your spirit roll and give me your -1.
Come on, God's be in my favor. That's normal, so D8.
Yep. And you get 3 of them.
3. So I got 3 1s. So I feel like that's really a pair.
They look at you for a second And they say, oh, well, I mean, if you're really worried about whether or not there's, I mean, it sounds like you know what's going on as well. So obviously, it probably wouldn't hurt if you wanted to, I don't know, just make sure that they have enough for the night. They went back into the bathroom over there. And if you want to give them they could always use the extra help.
Sounds good to me. So I go that way.
And you can have a genre point for stupid decisions. All right, Chet. You're in the bathroom. People are beating the crap out of you. You have a knife in your shoulder.
Yep.
The drag queen comes over and grabs your arms, and the mayor kind of rips the knife out and goes to take a second go at you. How are you trying to get out of your situation?
So I have a knife coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to try and adjust myself and bring the mayor with me. Well, no, the drag queen's holding me, right?
Yeah, they've got your arms.
Okay, so I'm going to try and spin and have the other body block the knife and see if they can take the hit for me.
Okay, so give me a finesse roll and just
I'm
4
gonna
dice.
I'm gonna use 2 adrenaline to get an extra dice. So I'm gonna get 5. If
Okay.
that's okay with you.
Yeah, I mean that's your thing.
I just gotta make sure that I'm not breaking no laws. All right, come on, no whammies. We got some whammies. We got no pairs and a 1.
Amazing. How many survival points were you at?
I think I was at 1.
Yeah, so Chet Harrington, as the knife plunges into your throat, you hear the drag queen mutter, "The gods be praised, the gods be praised, the sacrifice is here." And the lights go out around you, and you are dead. Jackson and Honey, you all are getting kind of clobbered by this person in a cloak and robes. They backhanded Jackson. Honey is not doing a good job of hitting them with shoes. They actually go and grab one of the cases. Jody has a bunch of these cases full of incense and crystals, whatever, a couple big glass cases. And where the two of you are, they grab one and pull it down so that way it will fall onto the two of you. Oh, I love Jackson's eyes, just super wide, fuck.
I'm fuck that noise, Jack. We're not gonna. I'm not gonna let that thing hit me. And so I try to grab. I care about, I want to make sure that Honey's good. I try to grab her and try to roll the both of us away from this case coming down from us.
Okay. So give me a finesse.
Okay.
And then, Honey, are you doing anything? You can you want to contribute in some way, offer a finesse as well.
Throw my whole body weight on top of him to help.
Okay. So I'm doing a finesse roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do I also do one?
Yeah. And we'll just combine it somehow. I'll make it up.
Well, I got 2 ones.
What'd you get, Honey?
I got a 10.
And no ones?
Nope. No ones, no matches.
Honey, what was your survival point at? You were at 0?
Yeah.
Cool. So I'm really sorry, but Honey and Jackson have crossed over to the other side.
Oh, that Honey Dijon is expired.
Hey, I lost 2 survival points like that, damn.
Because you rolled ones. You rolled several ones.
I did.
So
that's true. Yeah. Oh well.
Like I said, it's the one mechanic of the game that's a little bit wonky. Is the when you roll ones in this configuration, they can have such a when you roll your good rolls, you have a 1 in 6 chance of getting a 1.
Got it.
Versus if you roll a d10 because it's poor, you only have a 1 in 10 chance of rolling the 1. It's a little, I don't say it's imbalanced, it's just a little wonky. I'll come back to Jody in a second because I'll make sure I pop over to Batwing. So you head over towards the bathroom and the door is locked.
I'm gonna knock.
And you hear somebody go, Hold on. What do you need?
I just want to make sure you have enough.
And they say, enough what?
Enough of. Okay, bye.
Amazing. And you're just going to go back to the main town hall.
Yeah.
So Jody, you were repelling them with the power of your holy space, which is somehow a euphemism, I'm sure. So they kind of falter for a second, and then they kind of reconsider their decision, and they look at you and say, "This place is not the holy place. This place is defiled."
Take one more step towards me, and you will have such bad karma. Oh, so many stubbed toes in your future.
Give me another convincing rhetoric.
I got matching 4s and 1-1.
Technically, that one cancels out, so you would lose some points. So they kind of regain themselves, and they're like, "No, I know what I'm doing." They'll make a run at you, like they kind of come running in, like give you a nasty kick in the stomach.
I'm gonna flail at them with my wand. Maybe I could stab one with one.
Is that finesse?
You tell me, man.
Are you actually trying to hit them, or are you just trying to cause a scene and like make them miss you?
I want to just make a scene so I can eventually get out of here.
Go with finesse.
All right, so finesse is normal. Matching 2s, no 1s.
Okay, cool. So what does that put? If that takes you back up, are you back at 7 again?
Yeah, if I get for the 1, I'm at 7.
There's a lot of movement, and they kind of like kick past you, and they knock over like a small table that you've got set up with some cards and some reading stuff that you use. Son of a bitch! And they grab the piece of the table, like they grab the table itself and just like wail straight at you.
Hey, stop! I'm a small business owner. I can't afford to replace these things. And I run.
Give me another finesse roll as you skillfully try and dodge them.
Oh yeah, no, that was a 1. And
That was
no
a 1.
matches. Yeah.
Okay, we will say like you get smacked, and you kind of get knocked down, and like just as they like, and they're about to like hit you again, but all of a sudden, everything just gets like everything kind of shakes for a second, and then it kind of dies off just a little, like it dies off, and you see them kind of stop, and they put the table down, and they walk out of your shop, and Batwing, while you're in the town hall, something you notice that the mayor and this drag queen come walking back into the town hall together, and they look at everybody and they say, "The storm has passed. Everyone can go home." And everyone kind of in unison just gets up and walks out. and as you're like walking out, you hear someone, you hear like the people that you heard talking before are having like a very quiet conversation. You hear, the gods have been appeased. Praise be unto Poseidon.
Praise be unto Poseidon. And then I leave too.
That's the right move.
Just bumble your way. Just through it's like, yeah, sure.
Well, there we go. So we finished a slasher fix. So I always like these games are always tough because like you try and put some stuff in the background of like things for you to figure out or find, and then it just turns to chaos, and there's no one tries. You just are kind of like running around. And I always forget that about this game. Like it doesn't make sense to try and leave clues places.
Yeah, it's just
no one ever finds clues.
So fun. It's
no one
so
ever
fun to
finds
just
clues.
kind of do whatever.
So the backstory of what was happening was basically it was I don't know if anyone else plays DVD other than Corey and I, but it was a Legion scenario where like it was 4 different people in the town that were going around and sacrificing a certain number of people in order to appease the god Poseidon. Otherwise, he would take Keytown and wipe it off the map. And it's been going on since the town was founded in the 1700s. Every 10 years, they go through and do a ritual sacrifice. They usually try and get people from out of town. They were just getting a little bit desperate as the window was closing. But they killed enough of you that the gods were appeased.
Praise be to Dagon.
So Batwing and Jody made it out.
Look at that.
Batwing.
Good.
Huzzah.
Batwing, the person who had no like care of the world for anything.
We're just like, oh,
Their own well-being was in danger at all times from the start.
This
I'm
Mr.
gonna go hang out in the
McGillicuddy.
dunes.
But go to the
I mean,
cemetery alone.
spin in the snow.
But that's also like the way that the game rewards you for playing stupid and gives
Yeah.
you all those genre points that you can use to like re-roll things or do things or whatever. So
Honestly, I
Yeah.
just wanted to jump out a window at some point. That's like was my main goal was to like jump out of a window. Like I don't care like if it was my death. I just wanted to do that. just to see what happened. So I'm glad I got to do that at least.
I didn't. I just bounced off the window.
Well, you're not Bo Beecham. Like you're not.
You never will be, goddammit.
You never will be.
I can try.
There's only one Bo
You'll
Beecham.
never
and
be
he's
this
dead.
pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
and also Richard, I'm sorry you died so early in the game. I'm sorry.
Roll better, nerd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it was really good story wise though. Like it kind of fit. It's
Somebody
just-
had to
was
die
a-
first.
Yeah, exactly.
It was a
Oh,
good
yeah.
story. It's interesting when you were explaining the premise, Eric, because I like started to notice like as you were describing some of the stuff that like with the mayor and everything else. Like I'm like, oh, they're so in on it because they're totally
Yeah.
killing tourists and stuff. And I'm like, and then like something told me that was what was going on. And then as soon as you described it, I was like, yep, I got to I pretty much figured out that part. I just didn't figure out the Poseidon piece.
The
But
Dixie
that's,
Wicks part didn't
pretty cool.
didn't cue you in. That was real weird.
Oh yeah. and then, like I mean anytime you play these games, like the minute someone's like, here's a named character, like, oh, they must be important. Good luck with editing all this down. Richard.
This is
Yeah,
going to be
this is
5
gonna be
episodes.
fun.
Yeah, I was gonna say, have fun with that.
No, this is good. We don't have to do shit all summer.
Hey, nice.
This
Thanks, guys.
is a lot of fun.
All right.
Thanks for having all of us.
Yeah, of
Very
course.
Yeah, super
Thank you,
fun.
Eric. Ooh, I hope you had a spectacular good time. As fun of a time as we had recording that horrific, horrible horror show. Ooh. As always, if you have questions or concerns, you can find us online at Pod of Blunders on Twitter or podofblunders.com for reviews, for homebrew stuff, for all past episodes. If you would please consider becoming one of our patrons, you will get access to a whole bunch of cool stuff, including our Discord, including episodes of Jumping the Street Sharks, including a whole bunch of random stuff later on, holiday cards for some levels. We're talking pictures our kids drew, amazing stuff. And it's all yours for the price of either $1, $5, or $10 a month. We'd really like it if you did that because, you know, we need to find a new web host and it's not cheap. Please help. Oh, God. If you can't become a patron, I totally understand. But if you would still consider supporting the show by leaving a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts, that really helps us reach a wider audience. That helps us get more information out about these great indie games, about these amazing indie designers. And it really helps us support the community that supports us so well. So thank you so much. I've been Nate Magnuski. And as always, may all your D's be 12s.